So I wish him well, God bless him, and what New York does, it has no bearing on what we're going to do in New Jersey. Our job is to do it right. We had a good, and social justice, as I said from the pulpit, is the driving factor for me. So we have the widest white, non-white gap of persons incarcerated in America, and it's not the only reason, but the biggest reason is low-end drug possession crimes. We had a good, we're not there yet. I don't want anyone to think we're there yet. We had a good meeting with the leadership less than a week ago, I can't recall, last Thursday, I guess, on minimum wage, where we made progress, but we're not there yet. We did make progress, which was encouraging. We mostly aired out viewpoints on adult use. I would hope we can get to common ground sooner than later. It's overwhelmingly supported in the state, and I would hope we can get there. But New York doesn't really impact us.
What time frame on that?
I don't. As I say, I hope sooner than later.
Let's do one more question.
Please.
Governor, I wanted to follow up on the meeting last week. In general, you've had a year working with these two legislative leaders. In addition to those two issues you just talked about, next year there's a new budget on the horizon, redoing the tax incentive programs. Can you talk about your working relationship with the legislative leaders and where you think it's going in the new year?
I hope it goes in a good direction. It's professional. We had a very, if you all were in the room, you would have been struck by how professional it was. Even when we were disagreeing, we weren't disagreeable. And I hope we're going to be able to continue to find common ground. I have signed, and the tally is running, and we got a bunch of bills yesterday, so this is too early. I'm glad you haven't asked me about bills that I got yesterday, because we haven't read them and gotten deep into them yet. But we're on the verge of breaking a multi-decade, if not all-time record for first-year governor bill signings. So the fact of the matter is we have found common ground consistently, and that's evidence of that. We had what I thought was a very good budget. It wasn't easy, it wasn't fun at times. We didn't get everything we wanted, but we got a whole lot of it. Are we going to have disagreements? You betcha. Are we going to be bashful about them? We will not be. So this redistricting proposal, I was not buying that from moment one, and I was not bashful about it. And that's not common ground for me. I've said over the past couple of weeks, if somebody's got ideas for redistricting that make it less political, more transparent, more inclusive, count me in. That went the opposite direction. So I think it depends on what it is. All of us want to, I think we're all products of the middle class, the three of us. We're Democrats. I know I'm a Democrat. I represent the Democratic wing of the Democratic Party, and I'm proud of that. But we should be able to continue to find common ground, and I would expect we will in 2019.